Let me start by saying this. If you're looking for an easy ride, this message isn't for you. Accountability isn't about comfort. It's about facing hard truths, even when those truths hurt. The old proverb says, "The truth may hurt for a little while, but a lie hurts forever." If you're afraid of accountability, ask yourself why. Because accountability isn't about blame, it's about ownership. It's about looking at every corner of your life and saying, "This is my responsibility." We live in a world full of distractions and excuses, a world that's quick to tell you that your problems are someone else's fault. But here's a brutal truth. If you keep looking for someone else to blame, you'll never fix what's broken. If you chase two rabbits, you catch none. If you're busy pointing fingers, you're losing valuable time you could be using to make things right. Accountability demands that you stop looking outwards and start looking inwards. It's your life, your choices, and ultimately your responsibility to create the change you want to see. Everyone has setbacks, challenges, and obstacles, but accountability means you don't let those things become an excuse. We all know the saying, "Fall 7 times, stand up 8." That's accountability in action. When things don't go your way, when life knocks you down, you have a choice. You can lie there, complain, blame the world for your problems, or you can get back up. Accountability is understanding that no one else can climb that mountain for you. You might have support along the way, but in the end, it's your journey, your steps. Nobody can do it but you. Maybe you've made mistakes, big ones, ones you regret. Maybe you've been stuck in a cycle of bad choices. But here's another truth. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Accountability means that no matter how far you've strayed from the path, you can always take a step in the right direction. But you have to be willing to own every misstep and stop running from the truth. It's uncomfortable. Yes, it's painful to look at yourself in the mirror and say, "I messed up. I let myself down." But accountability is about learning from that pain, not hiding from it. As they say, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. You don't have to carry that pain forever. You can take it, learn from it, and transform it into something powerful. Accountability means letting go of the excuses and holding on to the lessons. Every mistake you make can become a stepping stone if you're willing to learn from it. Accountability is also about consistency. Little by little, a little becomes a lot. It's the small daily actions that add up to big changes over time. Too often we expect results without putting in the effort. We want rewards without the work. But accountability reminds us that there are no shortcuts. You reap what you sow. If you're sowing excuses, you'll harvest regret. If you're sowing discipline, you'll harvest success. Stop waiting for life to hand you something. Nobody is coming to save you. As the saying goes, if you want something done right, do it yourself. Accountability means you don't wait around for things to change. You make them change. You take action. You don't stand by and watch your dreams fade away. You chase them down, you work for them, and you take full ownership of the journey, every step of the way. And let's be honest, this path isn't easy. Accountability is hard because it means you have to confront your weaknesses. The axe forgets, but the tree remembers. Remember that your setbacks don't define you, but they can teach you. Every time you choose accountability over excuses, you're planting seeds of resilience. You're building strength, you're reinforcing your character, and you're proving to yourself that you're capable of far more than you once believed. If you want change, real change, it starts with taking a hard look at yourself. Like the saying goes, you can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pockets. You have to put in the work, you have to sweat, and yes, you have to sometimes fail and fall. But failure isn't the end, it's part of the process. And accountability reminds you that those failures are your greatest teachers. They're the lessons that build you, shape you, and prepare you for the success that lies ahead. So if you can't handle the heat, step out of the kitchen. But if you're serious about growth, then embrace accountability. Because here's the final truth. No one can want it more than you. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Master yourself, take responsibility, and you'll find that everything else begins to fall into place. It's not the world's job to hold you accountable, it's yours. Accountability is your choice, your power, and ultimately, your freedom.